Hi, and welcome to Koora Football Cast, the show where it brings EPL fans from all over the world to talk about the games that happened, the games that will happen. We have from last week, Fat Frank returning with us, has been busy this week preparing for this episode. And we also have a special guest. We have Ali's at the wheel. Ali is a United supporter. He is quite an interesting character that we have on the show today. But let me start with Fat Frank. Fat Frank, what happened to Chelsea last week? You said easy game, West Brom, Timo Werner captain. Right after that, you got knocked out of the Carabao Cup. What happened, Fat Frank?
They got flicked up.
Questions this to me. We'll get to you later. So, look, honestly speaking, the way I see Chelsea this season is it's still a transition period because, yes, they've signed and they've been very busy and active in the transfer markets. But the team still has this preseason feel to it. There's still players need to gel with each other. Pulisic, our probably player of the season last year, out. Thiago Silva only played some of the game at night. Ziyech, we've not even seen him yet. So even though the list is long, the actual players who actually played or were ready, it's just Werner and Havertz. So this is where I'm okay with Chelsea's shortfall, let's say. If this happens in January, I won't be so okay with it. A game like West Brom is an easy game. It's supposed to be an easy game. It's supposed to be an easy 3 points where you can even throw in a couple of experiments from the bench. You're not meant to be 3-0 down half an hour. That is just not acceptable. What I like about Chelsea that night is the reaction to being 3-0 down. But it's also a wake-up call that Chelsea shouldn't take any game for granted. They should understand where they are in reality. They are in preseason, so they have to play a bit more simple, maybe go for results more than show, go for efficiency and effectiveness on the pitch. And I think Lampard is very well aware of that. But for me, he is the man for the job. I'm not saying he's not. Just like Arteta is the man for the job at Arsenal. We have still people going out on loans. The market's not done yet, for that matter. So I don't want to go into dwelling into those details. If this result comes in, like I said, January, February, then I will dwell on an answer for sure. Your second fold of the question was on the Tottenham game. I'm looking away, by the way, just to avoid watching Ali's face. So I have to look away. So just ignore that face.
I don't know what you mean, mate. I don't know what you mean.
I should shut that out. So the other thing is, with Tottenham, for me, the League Cup is the least of anybody's priorities. And for Chelsea, given how the schedule is, how we need to spend time on the training ground more than in matches, I'd rather be out of this cup. And even if you look at the scheduling of this cup, they just plugged everything together to kind of get rid of it as well, even from a scheduling point of view, because teams would want to focus on the Premier League.
So you're happy you lost to Tottenham?
I'm delighted. Let them have that Mickey Mouse Cup. We don't care about it. What's the League Cup like? It's just after the Charity Shield in my kind of I want to obviously I don't look. It's an important. Of course, you get a bit of money for playing in it. You get a bit of more exposure, etc. But in the grand scheme of things, Lampard has a team to build, and he is building a team that is his people, his players, his. For Lampard, this season's target is top 4. Is Champions League hopefully a good show where he comes to the quarterfinal, maybe semi-final. I don't expect Chelsea to win anything this season, and we're happy not to. So whatever they do is a bonus. We'll take it, of course. But what I want to see is players playing well together, buying into Lampard's philosophy, which for me is a great philosophy. He's a Chelsea boy. He understands how it works and understands the fans. It's a great PR move by the club to bring somebody who is a son of the club.
All right, let's do one thing. I mean, let's stop talking about Chelsea. Let's talk about Manchester United. Manchester United, Ali, you got through a very rough start for the league. You lost against Crystal Palace at home. You barely beat Brighton after final whistle.
All right, mate. All right.
And now you have a upcoming game against Tottenham. How do you see the game against Tottenham faring up, and how do you see your team getting prepared and ready for the season?
Tottenham, easiest game of the season for Man United this season. Not a joke. I'm not joking. If anyone here thinks that Tottenham are not getting smashed, I'll have a little gentlemanly wager with them. The loser has to drink a tablespoon of Tabasco. If Man United don't win by 2 goals, I'll drink a tablespoon of Tabasco live. And if anyone wants to take that, all right, tablespoon.
I'll take it. I'm taking his offer on that. What if they don't? What do you do?
But wait. I'll make one condition. One condition. If Man United are winning 2-0 till like the 92nd minute, and then like Bergwijn smashes it in, and they've had 0 chances, I'm not drinking the Tabasco on that one because it's the same thing.
Fine.
But
we'll let Khalid be the decider on that.
Listen, they played 3 games in a week. I don't care who it is. It could be Man City. They're not going to play well. They're coming to Old Trafford. They're not going to play well. They're going to have fully rested Greenwood, Rashford, Martial, Pogba, Bruno, Donny van de Beek. 3-0. I can see it.
They've got
I can see it. They're going to smash them.
They've got the special one, mate. He knows you guys like the back of his hand.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Son is out. Okay. Kane has played 2 games. Two out of the 3 games. Actually, he played all 3. He came on in the cup as well to finish Eula off. And they're missing some other players, but just in general, they played a full team against Maccabi, and they're coming away to a fully rested team. But what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Imagine late game if they try to press, for example, they try to press up the pitch from the beginning, and then like comes the 70th minute, they're just going to collapse. So I know what Mourinho is going to do. They know Mourinho as well. Yeah, he's going to park the bus, play on the counter. But I'm telling you, it's not going to be sufficient.
Beat you on the counter. He's going to punish you on the counter.
No,
you not. Have no chance.
With who? Harry Kane. I'm faster than him. He's not fast. He's not got pace. He's got no pace. They've got no pace up front. Lamela is not fast enough. Bergwijn maybe is quite fast.
Mourinho will get a result, and I think I'll you know what?
He'll get a result. He's gonna get thrashed. So listen, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks or anyone says. Throughout the history of the league, if like whoever it was, let's say prime Man City go and play an away game in the Champions League, and then they play like 3 or even 4 days later, they usually struggle. Even against a team like Burnley, they win like by 1 or 2 goals at best. You know, it's just a fact. It's just a biological fact. But Tottenham are not going to be able to play a 4th game or 3rd game.
All right, Rafa Benitez.
Fact. It's a fact. They're getting smashed. And I'm gonna enjoy when I'm watching and I'm saying, Greenwood, they just can't handle him. Rashford! And I'm gonna be you thinking, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to drink Tabasco.
We will do it on camera, by the way. The Tabasco is going on. So the Tabasco challenge is on. One of us is gonna have a Tabasco.
You would drink it. You wanna add some wasabi? Yeah, exactly. Because you know you're gonna get spanked.
I don't want to see your face with wasabi. You know, it's painful as it is with Tabasco.
Listen, let me tell you how confident I am. Okay, my friend.
Teaspoon, right? Let's.
In my fantasy league, my friend in one of the WhatsApp groups, he wrote, "I'm thinking of captaining Kane for this game week." I told him, "I'll give you 100 dirham. I'll pay you to captain him." He's like, "What? Really?" I was like, "I'll pay you. Please captain him." Then another guy said, "Can I take this deal?" I said, "It's on for everyone. I give everyone 100." Just to captain Harry Kane because he's gonna do nothing. You'll do nothing. That's what's gonna happen. He's just gonna wafer around, and they're probably gonna get a couple of injuries in that game as well if they try because they've got. I'm telling you, I can't remember a time where I felt so confident, except Alex Ferguson era, to go and play Tottenham. They're going to get wrecked.